What is going on, everybody? Johnny here with an unexpected video, but in the reselling world, things change quickly and you have to adapt. So hence I am here. Yesterday, Frizz and I made the decision, well, a couple weeks ago we made the decision, but yesterday we took a phone call. We decided to pick up a cross-listing platform. Now, Frizz and I have always cross-listed, but we've done it manually. We sell on eBay, Poshmark, Depop, Vestiaire. We tried Mercari once, didn't really get into it, so we stopped, but wanted to get back into it as just another opportunity. You hear a lot of stories about eBay slowing down and Poshmark being dead and all of those things. So we wanted to, diversify our portfolio just a tad bit more. So we decided to go and give Vendoo a try. Not sponsored in any kind of way. We don't know if we like it. We don't know if we hate it. We'll tell you either way because we're not sponsored. But we wanted something that actually would have the auto detection part of it. That was really important to us because we double sell stuff all the time. And, you're out and something sells on one platform and you forget to take it down on the other and you don't even think of it. And 2 weeks later, it sells on the other platform and you're like, oh. So we had that happen a lot. We even did a video a couple months back that we were in eBay jail. We fell below standard because we were canceling too many orders. So this is just a way for us to get our together. So we decided to go with Vendoo. And one of the things with using that platform is you have to have a computer up and running at all times. Now, I have a full-time, a 9-to-5 job. So I have my work laptop, which I don't want to put, and actually I don't even know if the firewalls will let me put extensions on that computer and things like that. Frizz has a laptop, but that gets used for whatnot shows and other things, and it's kind of become the family computer a little bit, and it gets tossed around, but in most cases it's not left on. So what we did was we went onto Amazon and we bought a computer. Yes, we bought just an old-fashioned PC. I don't know about you guys. I don't like laptops. I'm old school. I was raised on the internet first coming out, the phone dials, all of that. So I like a good PC at the desk. So we snagged that. We picked up this PC and shout out thanks to Harry Tornado. He actually had it in his story a couple weeks ago or last week. And we went on Amazon yesterday and bought it. So we picked up this computer for $224. I went to Goodwill to find a monitor and a keyboard. Yes, I will use used electronics, don't worry. But they were terrible and really expensive, like Acer monitors for like $40 that were like 10 years old. So anyways, I ended up going to Walmart, getting a brand new monitor, getting a brand new wireless keyboard, and that cost us $160. So all in, just to get a cross-listing platform, we are in $384. So what I wanted to do was try to thrift that all back in one day. So can I go to the bins and make up $384? Let's see if I did it. Before we go any further, I just want to take a moment and thank everybody. We have seen some awesome channel growth in the last couple weeks. You guys really loved our bolo list, and we appreciate you all so much. The comments, all the love, it's really cool. We just do this as a side thing, and I don't know about you guys, you watch YouTube and you're like, oh, I could do that, so you do that, and it's a lot of work and stuff like that, but you guys seem to like our videos, so we appreciate it. So wanted to say thank you. If you are here watching this video, thanks for being here. But if you have not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing to us. We appreciate it so much. Tap that like, comment, say hi while you're here. But let's get to it. Let's see, did Goodwill give us a free computer? What is going on, everybody? Johnny here. We are going to check out the bins. It's a little late in the day, but I think they might have a couple rotations left. So let's see what we can find. The bins give what the bins give, and today started off very slow. These Allbirds, great condition, women's 7, very clean, but y'all, we can't sell Allbirds if our life depended on it. Then going through the bins, I find this left of center tank top a little bit too basic, so we left that behind. And then look at this sweater, really, really nice. Angel of the North, I believe that's an Anthropology brand. But look at the pilling. You'll be sweater shaving this thing for days. Frizz is trying to get into J. Jill, and I find this cardigan, but I think someone's cat is on it. I don't know. Then head over, look at all these VHSs and DVDs, and I find this bag of ducks. Shout out Troy Mountain Man Treasure. Troy, those are coming your way. American Pie on DVD, the first DVD I ever owned. Great movie, but even more fun, Apollo 13, the first movie I saw alone with friends. Frizz normally keeps the receipt, and by the way, she was not feeling 100 today, so I went out into the world alone just to let the girl rest. So she is resting, but she was excited about my haul, so hopefully you are too. The first thing up, oh, let me say this. She normally shows you the receipt, but I didn't take the receipt. I spent $28 at the bins. So that we pay $169 a pound. So I don't know, I'll pop it up or something, but maybe that's like 13 pounds with tax or whatever. So let's see how we did. The first thing that I picked up were these Shamrock vans. These Irish vans. I would have passed on these, except for St. Patrick's Day is like next month. It's, oh my God, tomorrow is Groundhog Day. That's on my bucket list. Drop in the comments, let me know. Have you ever been to Punxsutawney? Have you ever gone and seen Phil the groundhog? I need to know. It's on my bucket list. So with that, next month is St. Patrick's Day. I'm thinking maybe $25 for these. I'm going to try to be as conservative as possible. These might go as high as 30, but $25, size 13, snag these. Next up, I picked up these OnClouds at the bins. OnClouds at the bins. Somewhere, but not terrible. Need a little bit of a cleanup. The heels look good. These are size 7.5 women, so these should actually sell pretty quick. Unfortunately, they're Frizzy size, so we'll see if she lets me post these, but I think I can get like $40 for these. I spent about 2 hours at the bins today, and honestly, the first hour and 40 minutes, I probably could have left everything behind. I had found those OnClouds, but that was about it. But the last shoe rotation came through and might have saved the day. The first thing that I snagged are these Echo men's shoes. Echo. They are a size 10 to 10.5. They don't have the laces, which definitely hurt. I could go on to Amazon and buy some brown laces, but I'll probably sell them without it. With them, you know, maybe these are $45, $50 shoes. Without them, I'm going to say like $30 for these. The death of Hey Dudes is here. These are left behind after all the resellers went through, and I left them. I found another pair of Echoes. These are Echo dress shoes. Really, really nice. These are a size 12. So great men's size 12. I'm thinking with these, my cheat sheet, I also have like $30. Almost nowhere on the bottom, but I also picked up these Echoes. Growing up as a kid in Buffalo, I was probably like 10 years old. Yeah, I was like 10 years old, 9 years old when the O.J. Simpson trial was going on. Maybe you know where I'm going with this, but the shoe bin, O.J. Simpson shoes. What brand are you thinking of? Bruno Maglis. Yes, I found Bruno Maglis in the bin. Most people probably wouldn't have noticed, but thanks to the trial of the century, I knew what these were. These are leather Bruno Maglis. They are size 13, so an awesome, awesome size. Comps are all over the place on these. They go like 60 bucks. These are the Pittos, Pitto. That's the style of these. I've seen them as high as $150. Size 13, in pretty good shape, a little drag there. But I'm gonna put these at 80 bucks for the Bruno Mollies. Thanks, Juice. We'll probably say this is like a bread and butter brand, but Vionic. She loves to pick up Vionics. These are just some kind of plain Jane sandals, size 8.5. I'm gonna say like 20 bucks. Spring is coming. I can feel it. Which makes me think Phil will let us know tomorrow when spring is coming. I am not sure where that puts us on this total so far. I'm going to try to run this while we go to see if I made that money back for the computer. So I will update this to see where we're at. Fingers crossed. One thing I do know about is hats. If you guys have not checked out our hat show on Whatnot, I don't know when the next one will be, but stay tuned. Follow us on Whatnot so you can see when these hat shows are coming up. But I picked up maybe about 6 hats I'll show you real quick that I think will help make us some money. First one up is this vintage Boston Red Sox snapback. It is on a Twins Enterprise tag. For those of you who don't know, Twins Enterprise is now 47 brand. So if you ever see Twins Enterprise, that's just the vintage version of brand 47. 47 brand. It's NASCAR snapback. Always a good idea. We'll pop this on Whatnot, maybe $4 or $5. I have this kids Jordan 5 panel, and if you wonder why, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a 5 panel strap back, probably maybe 10, 15 bucks. It's going to go into Whatnot. I'm going to group all of these hats together as like 25 bucks, give or take. Another good baseball brand, like baseball clothing brand that you may not be aware of, is Baseball-isms. This is, and if you ever see that Babe Ruth with the flag, Baseball-isms. This is a fitted hat, which is size 7 1/4. If you watched our last video, you know 7 1/4 is usually the smallest size that I'll pick up, but super clean inside. We'll put this in Whatnot as well. It's awesome. I love the orange on this Titleist Pro V1 strap back. The Titleist, the FootJoy on the side. Needs a little cleanup, but this will go in Whatnot as well. Color wave on this Chicago Bulls hat. Look at that. Look at this. Just all the 90s-ness. This is the 47 brand. So what was Twin Enterprise on that other one is this 47 brand tag. So, and then Hardwood Classics. That's how you know it's not vintage, just vintage style 47 brand. And people love the golf hats on Whatnot. Masters, polos, things like that. Masters stuff does very, very well. The year hurts it a little bit depending upon who won. If it's a year Tiger Woods wins, huge. We've sold a couple Masters golf flags for big bucks. So always keep an eye out for Masters stuff. American Needle, nice hat brand. Nothing too exciting, but this will go in our Whatnot show as well. Can you name the country artist that goes along with this hat? Jimmy Buffett vibes, not Jimmy Buffett, but I would have passed, but because of this, I picked it up. I mentioned spring was maybe coming, depending upon what Phil says, but we really need summer. And look at this hat. Now, I normally would have left this behind, but it is a Blue Chair Bay Kenny Chesney inspired hat. Comps on this looked really, really good. I'm going to say 20 bucks. I think it can go for a little more than that. But if you are getting ready for a candy concert, you got to have this. I hope you like these little clips of finding the items at the bins. This is just proof that we are finding these things at the bins. Another brand that can be hit or miss, but the comps on this were pretty good, the Sack. But this leather backpack at the bins probably weighed 1.5 pounds, so maybe I paid like $2.50 for it. Comps on this look to be somewhere in the 30s. I'm going to put this at like 25 bucks just to be safe, but I think we can even get a little bit more than that. But the Sack backpack. At last shoe rotation, I also found this purse. Look at that. Look at just all the colors on that. It's got like a Laurel Birch vibe to it. Comps look to be somewhere in the neighborhood of like 40-ish. I'm going to say 25 just to be conservative, but how cool is that? It's almost like Ed Hardy style, but I'm going to say 25 on this. I picked up 2 clothing items, and both of them are dresses. I called Frizz, sent her pictures ahead of time. She said, sure, why not? Soft Surrounding, a brand that she used to pick up all the time that we don't really pick up much anymore. It's a size medium. Typically, we like larges and above in Soft Surroundings, but it is this really long, what is that, maxi dress? I don't know. Now I'm out of my zone here. But Soft Surroundings dress here, size medium. I'm going to say 20 bucks. And then one brand that Frizz is really she's starting to feel lately, and that is J. Jill. So I did pick up this Pure Jill, size large. It's not as long of a dress, but kind of like a, I don't know, a tie-dye pattern. It's got a tie-dye pattern, Pure Jill, size large, tie-dye dress. Again, getting ready for that spring, summer vibe. But I'm going to say 20 bucks on this as well. There you have it. That was $28 at the Goodwill bins. Let's see where that leaves us. All right, so that's where we're at. I don't believe it's enough for a free computer. So I have to go home with my head low. I tried. I failed. But wait, there's more. Yes, there is more. I was on the way home. I was driving home, and Jesus, take the wheel. My car just went into a Goodwill parking lot, and the powers that be, the thrift gods up above, they sent me a Hail Mary, and I think Goodwill bought our computer. So Frizz has a favorite Goodwill that she loves to go to, that she just comes home with treasures, that anytime I've ever been, I've really come up empty-handed. But like I said, the powers that be took me to Goodwill for her. I am so glad I did. Let's talk about this. First thing up, a brand that you may not be aware of, that I just learned about because Frizz just sold one, is Title IX. And this sweater right here should sell for like 25 bucks, maybe a little bit more. It's an extra small, which you don't love. But I think we just sold a medium for like 35 or 40. So I'm going to say 25 because it's an extra small. But this was the first good sign. We're typically a team, right? We're going in together, or Frizz is going by herself, and she's just a master, so it's different. But typically she will go to the new racks and I will go to the returns, right? What people tried on and put back, because sometimes people find some treasures, they put them on, they don't fit, and they just leave them on the return rack. So key pro tip, check the return racks at the Goodwill. I'm sure you already do, but if you don't, the return racks. Usually by the dressing rooms. Okay, so the Frizz goes to the new racks. So I get to the new racks and there are like 6 Torrid pieces. Now, Torrid is a brand, it's a bread and butter where if you can get for like bins prices, it can move pretty quickly. But to pay $5 or $6, usually not, unless what Frizz says, a substantial piece. So these were not, but I was like, oh, I wish I could find 6 good things. So before I get to that, I found a couple other things. These are all on the new rack, First up are these. It's an older tag. Frizz told me an older tag, size 4, so it's a smaller size, but Athleta dress pants. We got this black one. And then also these like charcoal ones, also size 4 pants. Slacks are like $4.99, $5.99. Oh, let me back up. I spent $80. Yes, it was $79.95. I rounded up 5 cents. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. We kind of have like this unwritten rule where if it's above 50 cents, we'll round up. And if it's below 50 cents, we don't. But honestly, we spend so much money at the Goodwill. We're supporting programs for sure. So we got these dress pants here. And we actually just sold a pair of dress pants, Athleta ones, for like $45. But they were newer, kind of a different feel. But I'm thinking we can get like 20 bucks a piece for these. With those, older tag still, a size 0, so small, real small. But did you guys know that Athleta made snow pants? I had no idea that Athleta made like ski pants. Who knew? And comps were pretty decent. The only thing hurting these, again, is being a size 0. But I still think we can get like 40 bucks for these. They're an older style, but it's winter. Phil hasn't told us yet. So 40 bucks on these snow pants. I know. You guys are like, Johnny, you're killing me. What did you find? Next. Okay, next. Because there's one more thing. I found, this is new to me. This was new to Frizz, but it was with all the excitement going on that I looked it up. So tell me, Rourke comps looked like $35. So I'm going to say 30 just to be, you know, conservative. But look at this. Look at all this going on. This button down. Just really, really sharp. Yeah, it's a large. We like that. Rourke. I'm going to say 30 bucks. One last thing. I didn't get it. I'm going to maybe pop a picture here. I think I have one. If not, this will be blank. Or I'll just cut it out. I found a Ralph Lauren, like, hat box. I even texted Frizz and was like, hey, can you, like, try to find this, look up comps? Because I'm, like, going crazy already because of what I'm about to show you. But she looks at it and she goes, no, I can't find any either. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to leave them. So I left it. But should I have picked up this Ralph Lauren hat box? It was $4.99, so $5. Please drop in the comments and let me know if you know anything about them, and maybe I can run back and get it. Oh, another thing. I picked up a pair of shoes. I'm going to pop a picture here because Frizz was walking out the door as I was walking in. She had a girls' meeting to go to, and she's like, what are those shoes? And I said, they are Joseph Siebel's. And they had sell-throughs, good sell-throughs for like 30 bucks. Goodwill wanted 10, but the sell-through rate was good enough that 10 into 30 was like a free 15 bucks. And so I just did it. And she said, what size are they? And I said 39. And she said, that's too big, but let me try anyways because I'm wearing fluffy socks. And she walked out the door with them. I got a lot of slack because I do not wear used clothes. Just a preference. We can talk about it later. The missus does. She loves thrifted clothes, all of it. 90% of the clothes that she wears is thrifted. The other 10% is what I got her for the holidays. So she took these shoes, put them on, and walked out the door. But I also have these to add to that list. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the moment you have been waiting for. This is so good that I put them on. I put them on racks because, like, I want you to get the feel for how awesome this is. This is a men's clothing polo brand. You may already know it. It's like a golf brand. You may already know it, but if you don't, write this one down. It is G4. Yes, G4. This is a men's polo. These are like brand new, 100 and plus, like 100 and up to $150 polos. This is next level right here. We found one, beautiful. This one, I think it was like $4.99. A second one, even with that G up there. Again, G4. This one doesn't have the logo. I'll show you on the other one. G4. You can just feel it. You can just tell, right? But, okay, so that's 2. It got better. Freaking new with tags, guys. New with tags. It doesn't even have the MSRP on it. But these are all mediums. which is the only negative, but still, I don't think it's going to matter. That's the logo. Almost gives you like a Tory Burch vibe or something like that, but 3, 4 new attack. The new attack ones were $10. I don't typically pay up. This is worth it. 4. 5 G4 polos. Now the new with tag ones are going to sell, I'm going to say 50 conservatively. I think they can go up to 60, probably more like 55. I'll probably list them for 60 and they'll end up selling for like 55, 50. But these, awesome. So 3 new tags, I'm going to say $50. And then 2, which are probably new also, maybe just the tags were cut off, but because of that, I'm going to sell it as used, and I'm going to say $30 a piece here. That might have bought us our computer. There we have it. We are looking at about $170 in the green, but we're going to take away like 20% for eBay fees and things like that. So we're going to take away $69. And that's going to leave us with $101. One for every Dalmatian, $101. Goodwill has bought us a computer today. We thank them and we thank you guys. So be sure to comment, like, subscribe. We love all the comments that you guys are leaving for us, and we'll see you on the next one.